hair is getting to that lockdown stage of too long, for which I can only apologise. I don't gel it either in the morning because obviously the gel will get on my headphones. I don't want to go to my old hairdressers because firstly, like, he's in town, and that only really makes sense for me if I can go during work now, because obviously we don't go to town at the weekend very often. It's busy at the weekend anyway. I can't go to the office because they've changed the rules, so you have to be double vaccinated and have a negative test and have no symptoms, which quite frankly is a huge fuck you to anyone young. And to clarify, I'm not even that young, I'm nearly 30. You know what I mean? I'm quite old now, I'm getting fucking on a bit. And it's just like, I can't possibly go to the office until mid-September now, because they've just decided that that's the new rule. Which, like I say, I don't want to get into it, but this whole, like, we're all in this together, we're all locked down together to protect the vulnerable, goes to bullshit, doesn't it? As soon as all the fucking boomers are double vaxxed. Like, it's all like, oh, we should all stay inside, even though, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't affect young people as much. Everyone should stay inside. We should shut down the economy to protect whatever, I'm being facetious here, whatever percentage of people. Oh yeah, but now we're double vaxxed, we're gonna fuck off abroad and we don't have to quarantine. Fuck you guys. Even though it's not your choice to not be double vaccinated by now. It was the government's choice. The government is now lifting it for everyone else. It's just, come on. You know what I mean? Just like fucking boomers, man. Fucking conservatives, their voter base being older, fucking dicks. They're all on the news like, oh, we should change the ping, like, if you get pinged and you're double vaccinated, you shouldn't have to quarantine. Oh yeah, fuck the young people, eh boys? We're all in this together. By the by, anyway, we should be pretty close to being caught up now, so that actually might be a relatively, like, new statement. There was a point where I was making comments about the coronavirus mid-lockdown, talking about how we're never going to go into a lockdown, because I was so far behind on videos, but I've had such a huge effort to catch up that I'm basically almost there. It's pretty fucking cool, to be honest. So yeah, like I say, I think this video is the last video that's like, this might be like one video behind, I think, but that means we're going to try more effort into it. It's very easy to not try on videos, especially when you're aiming to catch up, because you're incentivized to make short videos per day in order to lengthen the video, and then like uploading hour-long videos that no one's going to watch. Hopefully we can bring that down to like 20 minutes, make them more energetic, get more out of them when they're being filmed, all of that shit. Happy days. I got sidetracked. On my walks I need to start trying to find places I can go to get haircuts nearby, so I don't have to commute for like 40 minutes just to go to the hairdressers or pay to park. I need to go somewhere closer. Also, my hairdresser's such a fucking miserable bastard. As I'm sat there, he's like effectively blaming me for his situation. I'm like, mate, maybe if you were less miserable, people would come here. I like coming here. You're so miserable, I don't want to come back. But today we start a new team. It's a little bit more complicated than that. I still technically SDET for 2 other teams until mid-sprint, hopefully. But this is the like handover week. We start the new sprint. So I was in team, initially I was in team Fox, which is a fin crime team. I transitioned to SDET for Fox, Bears, Lynx, Mantis, 2 others, Unicorn, Squid and another one. That then like kind of weaned down to just Fox and Bears as we got more SDETs. I've now made a jump back to development. I was kind of headhunted. They're setting up a team called Platform of the Futures, and they're cutting a lot of red tape, and we're trying to figure out how we can build the system a lot better. We have some like legacy stuff that we need to look after still. This is always the way. But it's going to be good. The only real downside is that there's now like an element of on-call, so like I never had that as an SDET. We used to have in-hours on-call when I was a developer on Fox, but now we have out-of-hours on-call. That's the huge downside of going back to being a developer, but I'll take it for a more satisfying job. And the things that we work on, apart from Platform of the Future stuff, and the things we own are things that you can see and the things that like the users interact with, rather than something that by design is supposed to kind of hide. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be a lot more like fulfilling. I'm just a touch nervous about going back in to being a senior developer after being on SDET for so long, and this week I've got to like I say, slowly hand over everything back to the new SDET that's taken over Fox. Team Bear's going away. Team Bears is being merged into Mantis and Fox, if you care. Yeah, I'm off on my morning walk. I need to do some Googling later. There's a couple of things I need to like figure out admin wise. Some programming to do on my own projects. I feel like I'm getting back into the old me, which is tough to say because every time I say that, I feel like I say it on Mondays and I have a bad day mentally. But I'm feeling good. I feel like I've got an opportunity to shine again in the ways that matter, whereas previously I was shining in a way that's difficult to see. As an SDET and on Fox, arguably, I was shining and doing really well, but in like an invisible way, I guess. Just like due to the nature of the work that you're doing. And I had the kind of work where like my job was to make sure everyone else could achieve. And I was doing that, but what I myself was outputting and achieving wasn't there. So it's like kind of success by proxy, whereas now I have an opportunity to just have success. So it's gonna be good, boys. We're getting back into the vlogs. We're getting back into development. Yeah. Also, it's a Monday, so it's also really important not to overstretch and expect too much productivity wise on a Monday, because it's shopping night. It's cooler, but it's not that cool. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I beat myself up on Monday, because I wake up and I'm like, yeah, and then all the way through the day there's just time disappears. A bit like yesterday actually. I woke up yesterday being like, we're gonna get so much done. I'm in the gym and I'm like, what am I planning on doing? And then I just get smoked by the clock basically. The gym is actually the big thing that I'm trying to find a plan for during the on-call stuff. So obviously I pay a lot for my membership, and I feel like if you take a week off, that's when you fall behind. That's kind of what happens with these videos. When they become really long, you fall out of the habit. So I'm trying to figure out what the plan is there. This week I'm doing it slightly differently. I'm doing a Friday afternoon instead of a Thursday morning, because I'm being like onboarded onto on-call. So I'm doing in hours today and tomorrow, and then out of hours Wednesday and Thursday, which means I would be at the gym on Thursday morning when I should be on call. I've never done an on-call thing before. The thing I'm most scared about is like getting an alert and being like, I don't even know what app that is, because it's a new team and you only get alerts. So previously we just kind of had in hours and then out of hours. We had one person on for the whole company, but now they have one person on per team, and then you only alerted for your apps kind of thing. One of the problems we have is, but it means that like we are able to alert more, so we can dial down alerts that we don't care about, but yet also ramp up on alerts we do, which we'd otherwise kind of not alert on because it's not fair on the one person, you know what I mean? So it swings and roundabouts, but yeah, there's going to be a load of alerts for stuff that I don't even know what the apps are, how they work, what they do until I like hit the ground running. So it's very much like in the deep end. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, pressure is how I thrive, so we'll see. Yeah, like obviously I can't go swimming while I'm on call, so I'm trying to find like yoga-y things where you don't really get that sweaty and you can like step away if you have to. And I've got it set up so it'll buzz my phone and my watch if it goes off. So then I'm thinking, take my laptop, set it up so that I can go on the Wi-Fi at the gym, and then, or my hotspot on my phone I guess, and then roll from there. I don't actually think we get alerted very often, if at all, but I think as teams that are more customer facing, we're kind of like other companies can cause us issues. Whereas like in FinCrime, the only people that could cause us issues are people, apart from like the overall like infrastructure going down, the people that can cause us issues are staff that work in the company, whereas people that can cause us issues are any customer that we have now. So I think I saw a message on Teams that was like, this one customer is firing bad requests a lot at this endpoint. Can we talk to someone? Can we like get them on the phone or something? But yeah, that won't be cool if that happens. Yeah, I'm not put off by being on call. I'm more put off about not having a routine. I like having weekly, daily routines. That's how I like do as much as I want to do. And like having every 4th week be different, it's really gonna fuck with my head. So I need to like figure that out. So much for getting into a rhythm. I forgot to end my video last night. When do I ever do that? I'm just come back from the gym and getting from swimming. I'm just getting ready for work. I've technically been working downstairs waiting my breakfast, but just getting ready. Smaller swimming session today. I feel like I'm falling out with swimming. I find it difficult to do the amount that I used to do. But I took my laptop to the gym just to make sure that I could, in theory, be on call at the gym and be able to boot up my laptop, which I can, so that's good. Okay. Oh, your nose is very dry. That's not very nice, is it? I caught you on camera red-handed. Red-handed. You hear me? Your nose is very dry, Monty. Do you want to drink? Will you leave me alone? Piss off. Might be time to change the little attachment on his fountain. He gets bored of them eventually. One little drama queen. It's bedtime. It's late. I need to go to bed. Oh my god, I've fallen over, man. God damn it, man. Give me a second. There's like a bag of toys that Laura's put in here for some reason. I don't know, because it's literally. This is mine. That's mine. That's a stress ball. God damn it. Time to swap out this one. Oh god, can't do that one-handed. We already have interest. Go for it, Momo. I'm gonna go have a poo instead. That one. Anyway, it's been a busy couple of days. Yesterday was properly hectic, which is why I put my camera in my pocket, but then I like organised my bag to go to the gym, came downstairs, had a drink, and then just completely forgot about it. So yesterday we were a bit hectic. I'm still spread across 3 teams. I'm a full-time developer for one, and a full-time SDET for the others. And that's paying its toll. I was on call in the staging and pre-prod environments just when Ocelots, who are the DevOps team, are doing some work with our API gateway, and our apps don't like it. We have something like between 5 and 1% of them of all requests fail, and we're literally getting 3 alerts every 5 minutes, just like spaced out. In a 5-minute period, we'll have 3 alerts all fucking day. Ended up silencing it about 11 o'clock. They're still going on now, technically, but it's silenced. So it's been busy. It's been like managing that, trying to investigate, trying to help them, but like it hits their API gateway and then fails. But yeah, so that was a good introduction to on-call. I'm now still technically on-call. If my phone goes, then we have an alert. So yeah, but production has been quiet. We had 2 things today. During hours, obviously, we're doing less overnight. So we're not like a service like Just Eat where the majority of their traffic happens when they're not in the office. The majority of our traffic is when we're in the office during business hours. It'd actually be quite interesting to. What's he doing? Actually, quite interested to see those metrics, because it should be relatively evenly spread. But anyway, but yeah, so today been closing down incidents for prod for our new team. Their new sprint starts tomorrow, so I need to start picking up some work, doing some handover stuff, tidying up things for that old team that's turning into my old team, Fox. Oh, it's been hectic, but I prefer that. I've not been bored. I went swimming this morning. I feel like I'm falling out of love with swimming. I just don't. I find it hard to just do lap after lap after lap. I did half of what I have been doing, 1,000. I'm just like, I can't bring myself to do it. But got out, spent 15 minutes trying to make sure that if I go to the gym while on call, I can answer alerts while I'm there on the Wi-Fi and all that stuff. That works great. Came back here. Well, yesterday was obviously shopping and stuff. Tuesdays are definitely like the slump of the week for me. I feel a lot more like down on a Tuesday. Maybe that's swimming related. I don't know, but I don't think it is. But yeah. So maybe I'll convert to gyms on Tuesdays as well. I'll think about it. There's some good classes I think that are on that early. Could do some class or something. And then this evening I've been doing some programming on my own stuff, fighting with some health check stuff. I'm doing some service bus Paloomi stuff. I'm doing lots of things. Not enough time in the day. Gotta go to bed. Gotta get up early. Yeah, boy. So 3 alerts last night. Arguably 2 in the morning. One went off at midnight. I struggled to get to sleep anyway because I was like, I didn't have a very good sleep because I was like kind of on edge. I woke up at 4 checking my phone because I thought I'd got an alert. But an alert went off at 12. I had my settings configured badly. I had them configured for daytime. So like it will send me a notification of which I'm obviously by my phone. It'll email me of which I'm obviously by my computer. And it'll buzz my watch. Then it will text me a couple of minutes later. I've turned that one off. I don't see the point in sending me a text message if I, you know what I mean? It's texting the phone that you've just sent a notification to. And then it would call me, but it had already escalated. It was 5 minutes later that the call would go out, and it escalates at 5 minutes. So I had to update my settings. Someone else got pinged. 2 other people actually got pinged on my team, and I felt bad for that. So I've updated the settings and apologised. Moo, why? Why are you trying to eat me? This isn't very nice, you know. I was just stroking you and you were enjoying it, and now you want to fight me. You're a wanker. Yeah, so otherwise it wasn't too bad. It was just probably too sensitive an alarm. And then this morning at 5 o'clock, my alarm had already gone off, so I was already awake, but it pinged me again. But yeah, otherwise not too bad. It's a very wet day today. Laura's gone to the office. She's got some posts to send. And she doesn't trust the people who send the post to send the post properly. Normally I have a stand-up right now, but I don't because that team doesn't exist anymore. Hey! Also, this should be my last day looking after my old team, Fox. So I joined with Team Fox, transitioned to an SDET for Team Fox plus another team, load of teams. All of those other teams are now definitely no longer my concern, but Fox is still my concern until I've finished the handover sessions. Hopefully today is the last day where I have to worry about any of that shit. There's not that much to hand over, to be honest with you. They're quite an easy bunch. Also making the most of this cooler, rainy weather in order to wear polo shirts. Because fucking toys everywhere, man. I stand on that all the fucking time. Because I pick my clothes from left to right in my wardrobe, and I'm hitting polo shirt season, and obviously it's been really hot recently. I'm jumping on the opportunity to take a wear out of a polo shirt while it's cold, even if I feel just a smidge overdressed. Went for a walk this morning as well. It's interesting doing a walk where I go for 30 minutes, but don't go more than 5 minutes away from the house. Like, I'm not sure, obviously I'm new to this on call stuff. I'm not sure if I'm taking things to extremes or I'm being a bit too lax, but like I'm only on call at the moment for today and tomorrow, so I come off call tomorrow morning. But if you're on call for a week, you can't not leave the house for a week. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should take my laptop with me, but not in the rain. I don't know, man. I don't know. Figure it out. Oh, a bit of a learning exercise. 10 minutes before stand-up. But yeah, I'm in a bit of a weird spot right now with Shit. Kind of got my foot in two camps, not really fully in one or the other. Why are you sending me invites to that team? I haven't looked after that team in ages. Oh, God. Okay, so we have figured out now, it's lunchtime. I've cleared the decks a little bit. I've got some instance admin I need to polish up this afternoon. Monty's been really weird, like he just kind of goes mental, lies down somewhere, then comes out meowing and just wants like a brush. Alright, so you can hear me talking about him. God damn it. Oh, he's on his little towel. Oh my God. You see his little ears poking up, man. Oh, my little baby. Apart from those two incidents, I managed to clear the decks a little bit. I'm hoping now I can get through this afternoon. I can clear the incidents down, and I should have handed over everything. I've handed over Fox, fin crime stuff, and I'm ready to get stuck in, man. There's one hell of a wind around. When I'm out for a walk trying to dodge the rain that's coming, decided to bring my laptop with me in a bag, just in case. So I can go a little bit further and stop on my laptop if I have to. Maybe that's the way you're supposed to do it, I don't fucking know. Oh my God, it's too windy. I needed to come out though, my head's in a bit of a funny space. So I needed a walk to like refresh my mind a little bit. I'm having that like post-job move kind of like imposter syndrome / have you made the right decision kind of thing. I haven't had any opportunity to get stuck in apart from like the literal grittiest worst parts, i.e. being on call. So it's obviously way too early to make that call. To be honest, I don't remember feeling like this when I moved jobs like in person, but digitally I'm starting to get that feeling just a smidge. But today was like my last day with like handing over stuff, so in theory I can be all in on the new team tomorrow, and then hopefully I can get some stuck in on some stuff and then hit the ground running and start to feel a bit better. But I'm starting to like beat myself up a little bit about whether or not I've made a disastrous call. Even though I know deep down I haven't, and what I had before wasn't better. And even if I went back to my old team, the worst parts about being on call is coming for that team soon anyway. It's just my current team, my new team is ahead of the curve a little bit, so it's the problem with being ahead of the curve, isn't it? Yeah, we'll get there. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm on call until 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was planning on going to the gym Friday afternoon instead of Thursday morning, but then what do I do with hashtag long walk Thursday? Maybe I get ready and then go for a walk from 8. That's a possibility. I might do that, and then spend the morning like pottering, maybe like doing some programming or chess or whatever. I think that's the plan, and I think I'll save going to the gym on call for the time when I'm on call for an entire week and not a couple of days. This is like me dipping my toe in a little bit, but in like 2 weeks time I'll be on call for an entire week, so fuck me. And I'm back. Laura's not left the office yet. No calls, so living the dream. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm definitely going to get some tonight. Just based on 2 that triggered for weird reasons. Looks like there's something wrong with the config in the alerts, not in the actual system. But yeah, yeah, it's weird. Like I feel like just kind of a sense of dread, which isn't a good thing to sense. Isn't that a heart attack symptom? But yeah, like I just kind of feel like, not regret, because I feel like it's going to be good. I think I've struggled for a while between like the difference between the perception of what it should be and like idealistically, not like theoretically what it is versus what it is in reality, you know, the idea of it versus reality. Oh, I don't know what my head's doing, man. It's so confusing. But I think with respect to the gym tomorrow, I won't be going. I can show some restraint, go Friday. Contemplating going to that class I said I wouldn't go back to. But probably not. Like, I don't think many other people are going by the looks of it. I can't see numbers that are signing up. but there's a dial that spins around, which I think means like what percentage of full it is, and it's not moved. So I don't know what I'm going to do Friday afternoon. I might do my own workout, but I can do what I want because I won't be on call. But it's Friday afternoon, so it gets busy. Such a mess these days, you know. I'm such a goddamn mess. Play some Xbox. So remember what I was saying about having a bad feeling about tonight? I was correct in thinking that, basically. So I'm not making the same mistake I made last night when, gone midnight, an alert comes off and I come into here in my pants with a light on, and I'm like trying to sort out the alert as quickly as I can and like turn my computer on and whatnot, and just like have the blinds open. So I was definitely right about that alert that was going off that was like vague and I thought misleading. It turns out that a lot of stuff's going on right now with some Bitcoin related stuff, and some regulation is kicking off at the same time, and basically like there is just a lot of mass activity going on in the account space that is like really abnormal. I know this video is late, but I'm not sure how much of that is like public knowledge. But yeah, so there's like several, by several I mean like not many, but like several requests going through that don't normally go through to the accounts domain, and they're all relatively slow actions because they're not supposed to happen. So we've set like anomaly rules on to the thing so that we don't get slowed down. So like we basically said like we're in a weird slow period for account based stuff, so we have that set up to turn that off in the morning. And then otherwise, in a similar related world, we have way higher than normal traffic. For some reason, don't ask me why, we have an alert that goes off if we have a certain amount of requests every minute, or however many, like, I don't know what the time frame is, but it means it goes off every 10 minutes. So I've suppressed the fuck out of that alert. That can fuck right off. But yeah, so we've like toggled some rules. I monitored it basically, kept an eye on it for like an hour, snoozed it for like 2 hours, came back, and then like checked it like a couple of hours apart. It's starting to dip off now, but I've snoozed it till like 9 in the morning. Basically everything's fine, like we can handle the load. I wonder if we have some kind of like expected nighttime threshold and we're over that. But I'm just trying to wonder like we're easily handling it, so I don't know why that threshold's there. Oh god. But yeah, also I've potentially volunteered for another thing that's causing alerts in staging, because we're raising a ticket with Microsoft. I've said I'm happy to volunteer, but I have no idea what that involves. Monty is fucking around with the umbrella that's in the bath, trying to dry. Oh, you can't see shit. Get out of it. But yeah, bedtime. Hoping just go to sleep and wake up tomorrow morning. In theory, the 2 alerts that went off at 5 o'clock this morning won't go off because I've suppressed them. But yeah, I've got this until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then I'm free. And I'm gonna go for a walk. Yes. Just put my hand through my hair. I need to get my hair cut, and I haven't figured out a hairdresser's I can go to. Like I said, I want to go to town. I think that's how I started this video. One alert last night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, we put the alerting system on like anomaly mode, which effectively means like we're expecting edge cases, we're expecting weird behaviour, so like lessen the point where you'd alert. But yeah, we had some issues with some stuff which we're just gonna, it's odd, it feels like the team, obviously before I joined, put out a load of new alerts and didn't really set thresholds for them. And we have a session on Friday to like define what we think the thresholds should be. But it feels backwards to me. I guess maybe they just put them out just to see what alerts us the most, but obviously like someone's getting alert. And last week it wasn't me, it was someone else. And like now, as of now, it's someone else again. So it's a bit odd, but I'm no longer on call. I came off call at 8 o'clock this morning, It's normally Monday to Monday, but we've got like a load of people going on holiday and stuff. So there's like a couple of weird overrides, and they wanted to get me in to like try it out before those people went on holiday. Yeah, it's difficult to get back to sleep, that's the problem. Obviously I'm used to waking up in the middle of the night and just like staying up when I used to do my naps. And I feel like I kind of go into that, I just kind of like fully wake up and struggle to then get back to sleep again. I just thought about, oh, maybe when I'm on call I could do the, no, fucking hell man, if you want to like make yourself, if you want to really like crush your mental well-being, it's during the time when you're doing the least fun bit. Also only get 3 hours sleep, and not do it long enough either to get used to only getting 3 hours sleep. But anyway, it's only weird. It's weird because in a normal week I'd be relatively normal, like I'd still do my normal walks, I go to the gym, I just do different things at the gym. So I think it's just not a week. By the by, yeah, it was fun. Also, I've done a video this morning. I very nearly, because of the way my scripts work, I very nearly actually lost a video. It's the second video now I've saved from the depths of my recycle bin. So yeah, it was one of the weekends, it was like a 4-day long video. One of the weekends where Laura was in Nottingham. I'm like, where has it gone? I only noticed because the day on the video file didn't match up. So the day on the video file said like the 31st, and I was expecting it to say like the 26th. And I was like, huh? And then realised that there was a load of missing days there. But fixed. Obviously, coming off call at 8 o'clock, I could have gone to the gym today and done what I'm going to do the week when I've got a full thing. But I was like, I can go tomorrow. The question is, do I go and do a class, or do I go do something else? I think I'm doing a class, but I feel like it's just me. I feel like there's not many people that do that class, and I'm nervous about, I'm not sure I would have done it last time if I'd have known there was only going to be me and one other person, and I have no way of knowing. I can tell that there's not many people, but I have no way of knowing how few, you know? There's like a little dial that spins around as it gets full, and there isn't even a notch on that dial. I don't remember what it looked like last time. But yeah, so when I came off call, I came out for a walk, go back, log on at 9, finish at 5:30, standard day. But I was planning on doing some programming this morning, like just on my own stuff. But then hit that issue with the vlog and had to fix it, so no dice. Otherwise, Laura's in the office again today. She's just kind of flexing that she can go in and I can't. I think my plan is to actually get stuck into some work. Mad. Like I say, I think I've managed to clear the decks as much as I'm ever going to be able to. I volunteered to take control over a bit of work to get some support from Microsoft for a problem we've got. And then otherwise, getting stuck in with the new bit of work that we're doing. I have lofty ambitions for this team. I want to become what I was at my old team, which means accelerating past people who've been there for like nearly, well, years, I guess, months and years. I want to become the person to ask, you know, again, because I got that in my other team. So I couldn't hear the beep over the gate. So I really want to like excel, you know, and get good. I guess that starts today, and it starts with me taking responsibility, doing what I used to do, taking responsibility for things, and just piling my plate full of food. I joined this team because I wanted to prove myself again. I think I outshone my old team. I think I did a really good job as an SDET while it was like mayhem, and then it converted into something which was just less appealing, and now I'm converting back for a team that's got like loads of potential for growth. Yeah. I don't want to think he hates me. He spends all day on his tower, then goes and sits there. When Laura's here, he's like sits on a little box in her room, gets all close and cuddly. Me, not interested, Jimmy. You can do one. Good day today. Polished off some work admin stuff, objectives and shit. Ugh. And fixed a, well, with the help of Microsoft, fixed a issue that we were having with API Manager, which was causing us loads of grief in staging when I first took over on call. So that's good. Dinner down, done some programming, played a little bit of chess, going to bed. I haven't decided yet about the gym, and I haven't found a hairdresser either, which Laura just reminded me about. I was talking about it this morning, completely forgot about it. It's the next day, ladies and gentlemen. My camera battery died. Otherwise, I would have spoke to you on 2 occasions today. But I realised I went out for a walk this morning, and was gonna probably drivel on about a load of nothing. To be fair, battery wouldn't turn on. Oh no! I woke up last night. I had a dream that something fell off my bedside table and then I couldn't find it. Turn the light on, trying to find it. This thing doesn't exist. And in the doorway, it's the biggest fucking spider. Second biggest spider I've ever seen. First one was like when I was just unpacking some oranges in a supermarket. But it's just in the door, like some kind of fucking horror film or something where there's like a murderer stood in the just backlit, and I'm like, God, I need to deal with this. I need to not wake Laura up. I need to jump over it so I can get the spider catcher to catch it without freaking Laura out because she's blind. Oh God, yeah, that's what I was going to tell you about. Otherwise, fun day at work today. I'm in an RN about gymming because I was gymming in the afternoon. It's a lot harder to go to the gym in the afternoon because you've got all day to talk yourself out of it. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go to the gym or if I wanted to do a class. I ended up doing the class in the end. I was looking at it and no one was booking. It didn't have any booked people going. I was like, I don't want to be the only person. Like I say, there's a dial that, I think I said that in yesterday's video. There's a dial that wasn't moving, but it moved today. So I booked it. There was like 5 other people. I think I'm part of a clique now. Me and like some old people. But it's good fun. It's quite a good thing. I like it because like you don't get dripping in sweat. It's just like kind of exercises that feel relatively easy, but then the next day you ache like a bitch. Otherwise, been doing some programming, you know, the standard stuff, playing some chess, all that good stuff. We have a fun weekend ahead of us. Also, I think now on the daily vlogs I'm only 2 months behind, and I think I'm 4 videos behind. So the next video you see after this one will be, quote unquote, on time. i.e. I'll finish it, take the footage off the camera and upload it the same day. That's mad. Which means this should be the last like 1 hour stupidly long video. And then we can get back into like normal size videos with normal sized entertaining content. Oh my God. We've wandered into town. Laura's going to the hairdressers to do like an allergy test. She's getting her hair coloured next week, I think. We've come in for a walk, and basically it's cheaper for us to both drive in than it is for one of us to bus. So we both drive in, go for a walk around, get some food. The food market here, ooh, they've got fried chicken sandwiches, they've got chicken wings, they've got kebabs. Ooh. Ooh, I love a bit of fried chicken, me. I'm a bit of a convert. Of course, I could go to the hairdressers now I'm in town, but I'm not going to. I think I've picked where I want to go next week. I'm going to go Tuesday. That's the plan. I mean, I could go today, I guess. I could go in the afternoon after Formula 1. Formula 1's at a weird time. Not that weird, but like it's a time which makes doing stuff after it quite difficult. And yet, what's the word I'm looking for? You've got to rush to get everything in before then, you know, especially if you're in town for an hour. Otherwise, got a teeny tiny little bit of ache from workout yesterday, going to the gym again tomorrow morning. This week, I'll be gymming the normal days, but like Thursday will be the last normal day for a week because I'll be going on call to cover like holiday cover, and that's my first like full official week on call. At that point, I start like Friday morning, so gymming, the last gym session will be Thursday morning, and then on Sunday morning we'll go and do like a non-sweaty workout, so like kind of like a weight set thing. I'm kind of excited to do that, to be fair. It's going to be interesting to see how different it is. My logic being that if I'm not doing something like where you just like drip sweat, like running or cycling or rowing, then if my phone goes off, then I can effectively just kind of put down the weights and acknowledge the thing and then go turn on my laptop and sort it out, you know. I've obviously never done a weekend before, but apparently it is usually really quiet the weekend. What I said the other day about like business hours, that's not technically true. Like our traffic is relatively constant all day. Obviously it peaks in office hours, but like it's not low in the night time, but it is low at the weekend. Oh, guys, I had I almost had a kebab, and I should have done, because Laura's was actually really nice and mine was relatively boring. But I had a fried chicken sandwich. Oh my god. Oh, damn. It was just like working off all the steps we're doing. We was walking around town for ages. We had a nice walk around the harbour side. Yeah, had a wander around the harbour side, got some food, walked back here, watched some Formula 1. Formula 1 was sick. Qualifying, but Max and Lewis are starting to get in each other's heads. Oh yes, that's what we like to see. 15 degrees tomorrow morning. That's jeans weather, dog. Wear some jeans, boys. Yeah, it's cold. 16 degrees though. It's cool. Wear shorts, boys. Wear shorts, that's fine. Yes, what was I saying? What was I just saying a minute ago? Formula 1 was good. We had dinner. I had my trout, which was gorge. And we just finished watching the Mauritian, which is about that guy in Guantanamo Bay, which was very good. I'm now prepping a gym bag for the morning. I woke up this morning at 5:30. My alarm went off. I think it was between 5 and 5:30. I think it was 5:30 that I woke up. And I was like, why the fuck am I awake? This is some bullshit. And I swiftly went back to sleep. But tomorrow I don't have that luxury. I've got a bag to prep. We're going to the gym. I haven't made my breakfast yet. I normally make a nice grapefruit before I go. But I haven't made that yet, so I've got to get up, got to get ready to rock and roll. But yeah, this will be like, it feels like I've not been to the gym in ages. I don't know why. What's I'm over here for? T-shirt. And because I have. It's just that I think last time I went to the gym, it was Tuesday. Tuesday, innit? Sorry, last Sunday. And then I went swimming on Tuesday, but I didn't really swim a lot. And then obviously Friday I just did the class. So I feel like I'm a bit nervous. Also, we've transitioned to a sheet now. While it's been hot, we've just been sleeping under a sheet. Laura's trying to make this duvet thing a thing. It's still too hot for that. Get that out of here. Got up nice and early this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Went to the old Gymmaroonie. Ran 3.5 miles, which is like over 5k in 30 minutes, which is good. I actually did it in 25 minutes, but the last 5 minutes is a cool down. So I did 3.1 in 25 minutes, including a little warm up as well, which is like 2.5 minutes of slow. And goddamn, does like 2.5 minutes of 4.5 miles an hour really hamper your ability to get an average that's quite high. Some rowing, did some cycling, and then I did a load of like weight stuff. I did like legs and arms and stuff as well. I did basically a bit of everything, but I did a lot more legs than I normally do. I normally avoid doing legs on the basis that I do so much running and rowing that I like burn my legs out anyway. So yeah, my legs are always tired from those two things, but I feel like I should do it, especially because like the one thing I want to get better at is rowing, and I think that's where I need the leg power, you know. Otherwise, came back home, did all the cleaning, watched Formula 1, absolutely mental race. God damn. Lewis, well, actually, by the time you see this, you'll know exactly what race it was because it was the race last weekend. But yeah, so at the beginning of July, I started uploading videos. On the 5th of July, I uploaded the 25th of July 2020. And now on today, 1st of August, I've uploaded the 5th of July. By the time this video comes out, this should be uploaded on Friday. And then in theory, The next video you see will be uploaded the day after it was finished. So obviously they're like 3 or 4 days long, but the day after it's finished, it'll be the day that gets uploaded. Mad. Also, today is the 10-year anniversary of this vlog, which is mad to think about. Makes me feel a bit old. But yeah, so I didn't even realise either. Claire noticed and messaged me, and I was like, oh shit. So it's actually pretty good timing to have caught up so quickly until then. Hopefully this will be the last long video you see at 50 minutes long-ish. From now on, we will be able to make videos that we want to make and not... I've been incentivized to make long videos in order to catch up quickly. Now that I've caught up, I can go back to making normal style videos, which is going to be so much better. So much more manageable as well. So hopefully like 2 or 3 videos, 2 videos a week maybe, 3 to 4 days per video. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe we could go daily again. We doubt. Otherwise, we finished It Takes Two. It's a good Xbox game. I've been doing a bit of programming. I'm spinning a lot of plates at the moment. I've got like 3 or 4 things like in flight on different computers. I'm doing some health check stuff, some Paloomi stuff, and some service bus stuff. They're all kind of linked together a little bit, but tangentially. But yeah, so otherwise, I'm going to end this video and start the video tomorrow. Because tomorrow we are at work, and then after that we have a load of other stuff to do. We also have some days holiday, so just what neighbour who's, oh god, let's don't even talk about that. But yeah, so thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for bearing with me while I catch up, because I know these videos have been trash. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.